What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine for those of you that are new here, and today we're gonna go ahead and continue with the makeup collection series. And basically it's where I choose a product type, so like primers, foundations, and then I go through my whole collection and then I rank them from worst to best, and I just kind of tell you guys what I think about them. So last week we went ahead and did primers. This week we are going to go ahead and go through my foundation collection, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. And also, I forgot to mention, some of these are going to be foundations, some of these are going to be like skin tints, but I kind of all just group them together. Okay, so the first foundation that I have in my collection is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and this is the matte one. And this is a drugstore foundation. So there's a couple of things that I like about this. I like the fact that it's a drugstore foundation. I also love the applicator. It has kind of like a spatula applicator, and I actually love that just to apply it on my face. I just feel like it's really easy to apply. I would say this is more of like, it could be like a medium coverage, and then you can obviously build it up if you want more. But I feel like for the price point that you're getting, it's a good quality foundation. So I actually really do like this. It's actually probably one of my faves from the drugstore. So the next one is going to be the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and this is the color correcting full coverage natural finish, and it also has SPF of 30. I actually absolutely love this. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. This is so full coverage for a CC cream. I've used CC creams in the past where you really don't get a lot of coverage for a CC cream, but I feel like this gives you a really good coverage for it to be a CC cream. I also, y'all know how I feel about the pumps. I love products that have pumps with them. This has a pump, so I absolutely love that. And then it does have SPF in it, which is a plus for me because we can always use some SPF. Absolutely love this, and the price is pretty good. I don't even know, honestly, what category this would go into. I'm just putting it into this category because I don't know where else to put it, but this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. So this is obviously from the drugstore as well. It's an affordable price. I love this applicator. It's like a big, like almost looks like a little bit of like a concealer wand. Love this for a foundation. I don't think I have any other products in my collection that are like foundations and stuff with this, so I absolutely love this. I heard this is like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know what it's called, but it's like Radiant something, but it looks just like this. But I heard this is a dupe for that. I've never tried that, so I have no idea if it's a dupe, but I will say I don't really love this. I know a lot of people rave about this. I think a big reason of why I don't really love it is because I am oily and I don't really need an additional glow to my face because I already get oily. I already have shine to my face. So this just further makes my skin even more oily. I didn't really love it. I mean, I still have it in my collection, and I will occasionally wear this on days when I want to create like a no makeup look. I'll go ahead and put this. I need to stop like opening and closing it. I will go ahead and put this, and then I'll put some pressed powder on top just for a more glow, like a subtle glow look. But yeah, this is not really my favorite. I also want to know how people use this. Do you guys put this under your makeup? Do you guys just use this by itself? Because I have been using it by myself, but then I also tried it under my makeup, but I didn't really like it either way. Like I said, I think it's because it's too glowy for me. But I think this would kill on somebody who has like dry skin or is not oily. This would really create a nice, beautiful glow for them. The next product is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation, and this is the up to just 24-hour wear. I absolutely love this. This is another drugstore foundation. I love it for a couple of reasons. It has a pump, and it is a good full coverage foundation from the drugstore. I will say the only thing that sometimes I don't really like is it doesn't feel thick, but how do I explain it? It can kind of come on the face a little bit thick, so it can emphasize sometimes a little bit of my pores, which I don't necessarily love that part. But what I've like done is I just try to use like a really good like pore minimizing primer when I do use this, so we can minimize that effect. Then the next foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. Okay, this is a high-end foundation. This is my holy grail OG. I have been using this foundation for a really long time. Actually, the person that got me into using this foundation was my mom, because my mom is also an oily skin girl, and literally growing up I always saw her use Estee Lauder, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I always saw her use this specific foundation, and it always looked really nice on her skin. So as I got older and I wanted to, you know, try makeup, I started using this, and Absolutely love this. This is full coverage. It is high end, so it's a little bit more on the pricier side compared to some of my drugstore options, but I love it. And you can also buy a pump with it. I don't have a pump on it now, but you can use a pump. Super full coverage. Definitely going to cover any like imperfection that you have on your face. Absolutely love this, and this is holy grail for girls that are oily skin. The next product is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. And this is a skin tint, so it's not really technically a foundation, but I honestly do really like this. I love the way it's literally, I mean, like it says skin tint, like it legit feels like skin. You can barely tell that you're wearing anything when you have this on. Like it just blends into the skin really nicely. I will say though that I don't know if all skin tints are like this, but this does create a bit of a glow for me. So I do have to press it down a lot with pressed powder and mattifying products because if not, like it gets glowy. And I do have to do, I feel like, more touch-ups than usual when I'm wearing this, just because it does give me a lot of glow. So shine will kind of peep through. But other than that, I actually love it. I love it on days where I don't really want to do a full foundation, but I still want to have like makeup on. So I love this. And then I also love this dropper. I don't know. I just love applicators. I love pumps or droppers are like my favorite things, or like the spatula wands. Love those. I don't really like things that have like foundation where it's just like kind of like this Estee Lauder one where like literally it's like this and then you have to put it into your hand. I hate products like that. Like, come on now. The next item is this Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation medium to full coverage. You get these online, or sometimes you can find them like at like your local swap meet or Los Callejones. You can find these there sometimes, but it does have a pump. Love that. And it is a little bit more on the affordable side. I want to say it was like no more than like $15. I want to say that. Yeah, I don't think it was more than $15. It is very full coverage. I feel like honestly it is a full coverage foundation. It says, I know it says medium to full coverage, but I feel like this is a very full coverage foundation. Like, however, I will say though that it does like, it is a little bit thick. Like it doesn't feel thick on the skin. For me personally, although I love how full coverage it is and it covers all like, you know, if you have any redness or like dark spots, it covers all that. But what I don't like about this is that I feel like it kind of like, it looks heavy, if that makes sense. It kind of looks like you are wearing a lot of makeup even if you don't put that much. And then I feel like it emphasizes a lot of my pore area. And like I was telling you guys, I have really big pores, so I don't really need something that's gonna further emphasize my pores. So that's the one thing I don't really like about this. The next foundation is this L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable Foundation. I had tried this in the past a long time ago. This is a drugstore foundation, by the way, and I had actually really liked it. Remember when they used to sell them in like the little tubes, like they were this tiny and they had like the silver bottle and they didn't have a pump, like they were tiny. I literally would rave about that foundation all the time. Like I love the way it covered. I tried this one and I don't know if it was just maybe the bottle that I got, but it seemed a little watery when I tried it, and it didn't seem like, it seemed like the formulation had changed from when I first tried it. So I'm honestly need to try it a little bit more. But so far, the first time I tried it again, I didn't really love it. However, I do love now that it comes with a pump and it doesn't come with like that other container that I used to. And I feel like you're getting a lot more product now. Last but not least, I have the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and this is up to 12-hour wear. Absolutely love this. This is another drugstore foundation. It is mattifying and I think it's a really good foundation that you can build up. I would say this is more on the medium side coverage, but I love it. It's affordable. It mats you out. The only thing I don't like is, per usual, like it doesn't have a pump. That's the one thing I don't like, but I absolutely love this foundation and I think it's very good quality for the drugstore. We have 9 foundations total, 9 foundation skin tints, CC creams, and I'm gonna go ahead and rate them from worst to best, and so that you guys know which ones I didn't really like as much and which ones I do actually really like. So in the 9th place, I'm gonna go ahead and put the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I'm putting it in the 9th place because I just don't really feel like this is all that great for somebody that is oily skin. Then in the 8th spot, I'm gonna go ahead and put the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and I'm putting this in the 8th spot because I need to try it a little bit more. It's probably one of the ones that I haven't really tried as much compared to the other ones in my collection, and I just feel like the consistency, like the formulation, I think it's been changed. So I don't know, I need to work with it a little bit more, but so far I'm not really loving it. Then in the 7th spot, we have the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation. And I do like this. It's really, really good coverage, but it really emphasizes, like I was letting you guys know, my pores and the texture on my face. So maybe if you're not somebody who has a lot of texture on your face, this would actually be really, really beautiful. Or maybe just trying to put like a really good like pore minimizing, like something that smooths out a lot of the texture on your face so that it doesn't further emphasize it with this. Then in the 6th spot, I'm going to rate the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I think this is a solid foundation from the drugstore. I think it's good quality, good for the price point. However, I do have some other ones in my collection that I love a little bit more about them, but this is a really good one. Then in the 5th spot, it's going to be the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint. Honestly, the only reason this is going to go in 5th place is just because it gives me a little too much glow than what I normally like. However, I think that this is great. Honestly, the fact that the skin tint is further in line, like closer to the number 1 than some of the other foundations is really good because this is a skin tint. So I feel like it provides really good coverage for it to be a skin tint. Then number 4, we're going to do the Maybelline Fit Me. And this is a great drugstore foundation. If you're oily and you want something that's going to matte you out and that's going to be long wearing, this is something I would definitely recommend. And then our top three is going to be the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. Although sometimes this can emphasize some parts of my pores, I do still think it is a really good foundation. It wears beautifully throughout the day, and I also love that it's full coverage and just a really good foundation for the price point. Number 2 is going to be the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I love this for an everyday wear when I don't want to wear a foundation, but I still want a like good like coverage. This is really, really good coverage for it to be a CC cream, and it is very affordable, wears beautiful on the skin. Every single time I wear this, I get a lot of compliments, and it's a drugstore, so it's definitely gonna be a good bang for your buck. And last but not least, coming in for the first spot is gonna be the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. Love, love, love this. I've been raving about this for years. It's gonna be hard for this to get replaced as my number 1 just because this is such a oily girl like staple product that I feel like all oily girls have in their collection. Just absolutely love this. And I don't wear this as often anymore, like every day, just because it is like more of like a fuller coverage foundation. However, whenever I'm gonna go to like, I don't know, like a party or anything where I want my foundation to really stay on all night, this is definitely gonna be what I'm gonna wear. Alrighty guys, so those are all the foundations and what I think about them and which ones are my favorites, which ones are basically the ones I rate the highest and which ones I don't like as much. Let me know if you guys like videos like this. Go ahead and comment if you have some of those foundations, what your thoughts on it, or go ahead and comment some good foundations for girls with oily skin like myself. And if you like more content like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget guys, we are getting close to the 300 subscribers, so let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me to help me get to those 300 subscribers. I would really, really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye guys.